It's now time for the post-match report presented by the American University Athletics Eagles Club. Jeremy Huber here with head coach of the Eagles, Jason Borrelli, after an exciting win tonight. Big win for you guys, 31-7. Coach, let's start off talking to Jason Grimes, my analyst today. I said this was kind of the opposite of the Utah Valley meet, where you guys came out like a house of fire early on. Shamil gets you started, and then you just kind of roll off some wins. And if there was any doubt in this one, it helped to take a little bit out of that early.
Yeah, I thought we wrestled really well from start to finish. Even in the matches we lost, I thought we competed well. 149 pounds, we came out in losing end in a tight match, but I felt like Ethan, for his first time back in a while, wrestled really well against a good opponent. And it was your interest. For me, I want to sit back and see how a guy like Shamil handles the situation. We haven't performed incredibly well at home. He's the first guy out. He's filling in for a hammer, and he goes out and gets the job done. And I felt like once he went out and settled in and won the match, it was going to be good for us, and it was. And we just kept it rolling. And it was nice to have some spark in the lineup, having Ray Lopez back in there, and Big Tech Fall, and then Jack Neese winning the way he did. So there's a lot of positives, and I thought from start to finish, it's the best we've looked in a while. So.
And I know that's a thing that you've kind of always pointed out when we talk is, you want your guys wrestling tough, wrestling hard all the way through. And it felt like today the guys who had big leads didn't let them slip at all. The guys who were in fights, they took it all the way to the end. I think that had to make you proud as the coach for those guys that really just never give an inch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, not a lot of things to nitpick about. I felt like pretty complete dual meet. I mean, obviously you want to, I guess the goal is to win all 10 and shut a team out, but I felt like we wrestled pretty well because they have a couple guys that are a lot better than people recognize. When you're at in the Southern Conference at a smaller school, I understand the differences between the Power 5 and the non-Power 5, and sometimes you don't get as much attention, but if you scout those guys and you watch them, they're really tough. And so I felt like all things considered, we wrestled well. I was really pleased start to bottom. I mean, if you're going to nitpick, there's you win by 6, so you want a major, you want another takedown in Connor Bourne's match and Lucas White's match, but in reality, we shut out those two opponents, so it was good.
And last wrestler question for you. Will Jarrow comes and gets a fall to end the match. And again, he kind of pointed over to you guys. Was there something in there that maybe he executed well, or was he just a little celebration for the bench?
Well, there's a lot to unpack there. The biggest thing was before the duel, I talked about wanting to wrestle for the cycle. And our guys, didn't really know what I was talking about. And I said, well, anyone who watches baseball, there's a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. And so I said, let's get a regular decision, let's get a major decision, let's get a technical fall, and let's get a pin in the duel. And so we started out with the regular decision at 125. At 133, we had a major. At 141, we got a tech. And so we didn't have any more opportunities to get a pin, and he went out there and got a pin, and I think that's why he was excited, because he completed the cycle for us, so it was good.
Coach, last one for you. You have some time off again before you have Navy coming in, obviously a local opponent, a very good opponent. How do you kind of take these guys through? I know exams coming up. What's the plan over the next 2 weeks to have them ready for a quality opponent, but also to get their studies and everything else in?
Yeah, and we do. I mean, Navy's a great team. I mean, they really are getting better, and top to bottom, boy, that's going to be a good dual meet. Every one of our guys is going to have a big challenge ahead. The biggest thing is we don't stop. We will make sure we're mindful of the guys' time, their exam schedules, and we will plan our training around it. But they know the next 2 weeks we've got to get better. We might condense the amount of time we spend with them, but we are productive. And I guess what you don't have to motivate them with is they know Navy's good, and they know Navy's in our conference, and so they see that, and they know they have to take care of business over the next 2 weeks, and we'll do some creative things with weight checks and to make sure, because they won't weigh in for a while, and just our training will decrease the volume, and it'll be a little more focused. But I think they know the importance of the Navy match at conference. EIWA opponent, it has seeding implications for postseason, so I think that part will be easy. It's just we got to make sure the training is focused.
Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
That's Jason Borrelli. I'm Jeremy Huber, and that'll do it for our Eagles Club post-match report. Do your part to support the successes of AU Wrestling student-athletes in the classroom and on the mat by joining the Eagles Club.